Today I'd like to introduce you to my country.
Urikazuki!
I'm gonna do this video in English today just because it's been a while. I live in a tiny little country called Belgium. Now I say tiny because Belgium is surrounded by some really big boys like France, Germany, the UK, so compared to them, nobody ever really cares about Belgium. We've even been called a non-country during debates at the European Parliament.
Perhaps that's because you come from Belgium, which of course is pretty much a non-country.
Yeah. So the fact that you're watching this video actually means that you at least somewhat care about Belgium. So in that case, thank you. I appreciate it. So today I just want to kind of quickly introduce you to the country Belgium, and then maybe in some of my next videos I will talk more in depth about some of these topics because otherwise this video would get way too long. Anyways, Belgium is over here. We are in the EU and we use euros to pay for our stuff. We have 3 national languages. The reason for this is a little complicated, but I'll try to explain in the briefest way possible. Basically, our country is broken up into 3 pieces. In the north, you have Flanders, where people speak Flemish, and no, that is not some weird disease name. Flemish is a type of Dutch, and it sounds a little bit like this. Hallo, ik ben Ulrike, ik ben van België. Ik hou van chocola en frieten en bier, want ik ben Belgisch. Then we have Wallonia in the south, where people speak French. Now, I'd show you a clip of me speaking my finest Wallonian French, but as I'm from Flanders, I don't speak French that well, which ties into one of Belgium's biggest political problems, but I'll get to that in a later video. Basically, the north speaks Dutch, the south speaks French, and then we have a third part which is called the Brussels Capital Region. Original, I know, but it's basically the area around Brussels, which is our capital. And people are supposed to speak Flemish and French there, but mostly people speak French there. And to make matters even more complicated, we also have a tiny community living in the east that speaks German. So that makes our 3 national languages Flemish, French, and German. I think this is one of the reasons why Belgian people tend to be good at languages, because we have to kind of study second and even third languages from a young age. But anyways, enough about that. Now let's get into some more of the fun parts about Belgium. Let's start with food, shall we? Belgium is famous for some amazing food. Seriously, there's so much good food here. I'm definitely making a separate video just about food. But for now, I'll quickly introduce you to some of the best Belgian food. Obviously, chocolate. Belgium has the best chocolate. We have so many brands. We have Godiva, Côte d'Or, Gallet, Guyon. There's so many good chocolate here that I feel like a lot of Belgium have subconsciously kind of turned into chocolate snobs, myself included, and I wish I wasn't this way, but it's gotta be good chocolate. And honestly, all chocolate in Belgium is good. You don't have to go to Godiva to get really good chocolate. You can go to the grocery store and get really good cheap chocolate. We're also really famous for waffles. Now, there are actually 2 different types of waffles in Belgium, the Brussels waffle and the Liège or Luxe waffle. I personally prefer the Liège waffle or the Luxe waffle. Those are the ones that have those big crystals of caramelized sugar inside them, and it's just, it's so good. Have I mentioned that I'm vegan and I don't eat these things anymore? But my mouth is watering just thinking about it. Ooh, love me a good waffle. But yeah, those waffles in touristy areas, you can get them at food stands and stuff, in restaurants as well. But we often just make them at home, or we even buy them at the grocery store and just put them in the microwave. Yeah, they're really good. Beer, we got it. Stella Artois is probably the basic beer around here, at least where I'm from. But God, we have so many different types of beers. You could never try all of them. There's beer cafes that have hundreds of different types of beers that you can try here. Some of the most famous ones include Duvel, Leffe, Maas, Hoegaarde, Primus, Westmalle, Jupiler. I don't know, there's so many. There's so many. Belgium has a lot of cafes, we call them, but they're bars, basically. You can find them everywhere and you can have a drink. We also have a lot of fruit beers recently. I think they're becoming more and more popular. They're just kind of like a sweet beer. I think the most famous one that I know is Lindemans Kriek, which is a cherry beer, and it's really nice if you don't necessarily like that bitter taste in beer. Now, there is something that not a lot of people talk about when they talk about Belgian food, but it's probably the #1 thing Belgian people are proud of, and that is fries. Frieten. Les frites. Not French fries. If you call them French fries in front of a Belgian person, they will attack. So basically, French fries, or Belgian fries, were invented by Belgian people. They were French-speaking Belgian people, for as far as I know, and that's why people call them French fries, but now everybody thinks they're from France, and they're not. Again, this could be a whole video on its own. We eat them with mayonnaise. They're amazing. Every family has a deep fryer to make fries whenever they want. There's also frietkoten, or fry shacks, all over the country where you can there's just fries everywhere. And aside from fries, typical Belgian food is stuff with potatoes, mashed potatoes, cooked potatoes, baked potatoes, fries. We like mussels, we like eel, we like stews. But yeah, I'll definitely make another video about food in the future because there's a lot to talk about. I like food. Now, for the weather in Belgium. Belgium has pretty mild weather, not super cold, not super hot. I think winter goes to about -2 or 3, and summer goes up to like 30 maybe, unless there's a heat wave, which global warming. We have a lot of rain though. Think UK vibes. So if you're planning to come to Belgium, I really recommend coming in summertime because summertime is mostly dry and usually very comfortable temperatures, about like 25 to 30 degrees. Summer's pretty short. It's only July, August, I would say, because from September it turns cold and rainy already. Also, we do have a lot of rain, but our climate is quite dry. Like, we don't have humid air, which is great because in Japan, oh my god, I hate Japanese summer so much. My summers in Osaka were hell. It's so humid. In Belgium, not humid. Not humid. Very, very nice. Oh, and another thing I want to mention, Belgium is flat. Like very, very flat. There's no mountains. There's like maybe some hills in the south, but it's flat. It's just flat. Now let's talk about some places that you can visit. Again, I'll probably make a separate video talking only about places to visit, but I'll give you a short introduction. Brussels is our capital and there's a lot of tourism there, so you can have your beer, your chocolate, your waffle. You can visit Grand Place, which is a beautiful square, or you can visit this guy, which apparently we're all really proud of. Another popular place to go is Brugge, or Bruges, or Bruges in English. This town is basically famous because it looks like a cute little fairy tale type village, and it's just really cute and picturesque, and it's just so beautiful. It's just beautiful. That's what Bruges is. Although I am a really big fan of Ghent, personally. Ghent is a little bit similar to Bruges, I would say, but bigger and more artsy. And also you can visit a lot of really beautiful cathedrals in Ghent. And then lastly, I guess there's Antwerp, which is one of our biggest cities. It is famous for diamonds and also the church or cathedral that was from the story Dog of Flanders, which for some reason is really famous in Japan. So every day that church in Antwerp is filled with Japanese tourists. If you know the story Dog of Flanders, you can visit the church from the story and from the movie in Antwerp. And then lastly, to answer a question that I've gotten asked a couple of times, which is, what are Belgian people into? This is a hard question to answer. Like, what are we into? The first thing I think of is fries. We're very proud of our fries. But also soccer. Soccer is by far our most popular sport. Cycling is quite popular too though, but I think that's more for the older generation. Like, not many people of my age are watching cycling, I think. What else do we like? We do like bicycles. I know that bicycles are like a Netherlands thing, but honestly Belgian people ride their bicycles everywhere. We're a bicycle country. Belgium has a pretty good film industry as well. We've got some good movies that have gotten like awards and stuff. I also think we have a really good music scene. We have some amazing musical artists. Some of the most famous ones are probably Stromae, Jacques Brel, Praga Khan, Milk Inc., K3, Axel Red, Hooverphonic, Oscar and the Wolf. There's a lot of good Belgian artists. But yeah, I don't want to make this video too long, so I think I'm gonna leave it here. Again, I didn't go into too much depth because I felt like this video would just go on forever, but I'll definitely do some more videos like this. I want to do a video about Belgian food. I want to do a video about places to visit in Belgium. I want to do a video about things you need to know if you're going to move to Belgium, like, you know, job-wise, money-wise, tax-wise. And I want to do a video about the whole Flanders-Wallonia situation, because it's a strange situation. But if you have any other questions, things you want to know about Belgium, please ask me in the comments down below and I will definitely add it to the list. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you enjoyed me speaking English for a change. I hope that didn't make it too hard to understand. Please let me know if you prefer me speaking English or Japanese, because I could do both because I have to translate it anyways. But yeah, thank you very much for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!